Toastmasters and guests, please welcome Toastmasters International President-elect, Distinguished Toastmaster Richard E. Peck.
Thank you for joining our panel discussion, Personal Growth Opportunities, Rotary's Alliance with Toastmasters, Part 2. This discussion was first presented at the Rotary 2020 virtual convention in late June, and we are eager to continue the conversation today. Rotary and Toastmasters have a mutually beneficial relationship that connects and transforms individuals through leadership, service, and personal growth. In today's session, you will learn more about Toastmasters and the Rotary Alliance. Hear personal accounts from members who are actively involved in this relationship and have the opportunity to ask questions through the Q&A feature at the bottom of your viewing window. It is a great honor to have with me today from Ratzeburg, Germany, the 2020-2021 Rotary International President, Holger Kanak.
Thank you very much, Richard. I'm honored to be a part of the Toastmasters 2020 virtual convention. And I speak about the Rotary and Toastmasters Alliance. Like Toastmasters, Rotary is an international organization of clubs. Our members join together to solve problems in their communities and make a difference in the lives of others. I like to say that Rotary opens opportunities, both for the people we serve and for ourselves. And I believe very strongly that one important way that Toastmasters can help open opportunities for Rotary is to help our members become better leaders by improving their ability to communicate and inspire. Toastmasters focused on being the organization where leaders are made. And I believe strongly in helping our members achieve their leadership goals and to set their sights even higher. In 2019, Rotary was honored to host Lark Doley, who was president of Toastmasters at that time, to our international convention in Hamburg. And we were inspired by Lark's description of how Toastmasters can help Rotary better serve our members. I'm happy to return the favor at your virtual convention today. Rotary International has 1.2 million members worldwide, and we have almost 36,000 clubs, and we are making a major effort to change the face of these clubs, experimenting with new club models such as e-clubs and moving away from our traditional format of weekly meetings built around collective meals. The reason for this change is simple. We need to attract more diverse members. We need younger people, we need more women, and we need to make anyone who shared Rotary values feel comfortable with joining our organization. We have also brought our young Rotary members, called Rotaractors, directly into our organization. They too are now part of Rotary International, and we rely on their energy, enthusiasm, and leadership to help guide us towards our future goals. Regardless of age, nationality, or gender, all Rotarians are united in our everlasting motto, service above self, and by our 5 core values of service, fellowship, diversity, integrity, and leadership. And we are united by a concept we call the 4-way test, our moral code for personal and business relationships. In everything we do, Rotarians ask ourselves, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? And the most important value in the 4-way test is self-reflection. It forced us to think about how honest we are being when we are communicating and how fair we are being and who stands to benefit if an action is taken. I believe that Rotary values are a perfect fit to the kind of leadership training provided by Toastmasters. Combining the self-reflection and ethical standards of Rotary's 4-way test with the competencies promoted by Toastmasters can make a tremendous impact on the world. Not only creating better leaders, but promoting people more deserving of trust. As president of Rotary, I firmly believe that everyone in Toastmasters would benefit from membership in our organization. Rotary is an organization that believes also in fun, and we having strong ethical standards. But at heart, we are all about making friends for life. And the wonderful thing about having friends in Rotary is that they are everywhere around the world. You can travel to nearly any spot in the globe and find an eager friend through Rotary. And we help build these friendships through our commitment to service, both in projects close to home and in partnerships with other clubs around the world. Our number one priority is the eradication of polio. As you may know, polio is a virus that paralyzed its victims, mainly children less than 5 years old. Rotary has been working to eradicate polio since 1988. And since then, Rotary and its partners have reduced polio cases by more than 99.9% worldwide. And just this year, we were proud to be part of declaration that the continent of Africa is now wild polio free. We have one big celebration to go when polio is eradicated from Afghanistan and Pakistan. In addition to polio, Rotary has 7 areas of focus: peace and conflict resolution, disease prevention and treatment, water and sanitation, maternal and child health, education and literacy, economic and community development, and the environment. Members can apply for global grants for projects that fall into one of these areas of focus. And this is a good way for members around the world to play a part in helping meet basic human needs anywhere where help is needed most. Our ethic, fellowship, and service all come together to make Rotary membership an amazing experience. So I hope you take the opportunity to visit a Rotary Club and consider joining us. I believe Rotary and Toastmasters make a perfect partnership, and we would be honored to have you as two-way partners. Rotary's relationship with Toastmasters is important for us both. Your organization helps us deliver on our vision to help members achieve change within themselves, and we offer you the opportunity to apply your skills to contribute to help create lasting change in the world. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to address you. I look forward to our continuing and expanding partnership. Thank you. And now back to Richard Peck.
Thank you, Holger. What an inspiring message to hear, and welcome from Germany. It's my pleasure to now welcome our first panelist, Terry Byrd. Terry is joining us from Portland, Oregon, and has been involved with both Toastmasters and Rotary clubs for many years. Please welcome Terry Byrd.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you for this opportunity to speak with you today and to be a part of this great movement, helping people to find their voices through the Rotary Toastmaster Alliance. You may have heard, most people would rather die than give a speech. Public speaking is the #1 fear for many people. In the United States alone, 75 to 90% of the population suffers from glossophobia, the fear of public speaking. For 49 years, I too had a fear of public speaking. It was so bad I would break out in a sweat when I was called upon to speak. I would leave the room. I would find excuses to ask other people to stand up and to speak for me. Anything to avoid having to speak in public. A couple of bad experiences early in life developed this fear, but I made it my goal to overcome it. Many years ago, at the age of 50, I was introduced to Toastmasters by a Rotarian who also brought me into Rotary, also encouraged me to become a member of Toastmasters. As a Rotary member, I've been committed to service above self for 25 years through Rotary. I now believe one of the best acts of service we can do is to help other people to find their voice. 5 years ago, a group of Rotary members and I started a club in Portland, Oregon, with the Portland Rotary Club. We wanted to create a safe harbor where people could improve their speaking skills in the spirit of friendship and fellowship. As a charter member, I was privileged to give the first speech, which shared the value and the cornerstone of friendship and fellowship. Our Portland Rotary Club has 200 members, and our Portland Rotary Toastmaster Club has around 40 members. While most of the Toastmaster members are also members of our Rotary Club, we are open to non-Rotarians. Those who are in both clubs find added value in Toastmasters. In Toastmasters, we learn to feel comfortable in front of an audience, sharing knowledge, experience, and values. This is not only fun for the audience, but it's also healing and even cleansing for us to share our stories. While it can initially be hard to open up and be vulnerable in front of others, and as we do, we develop the courage and better understand and relate to one another. When we are members of an audience listening to others speak, we also benefit. We sometimes identify with the way the speaker feels or the thoughts that they have shared, producing empathy, trust, and a sense of community. These are all pathways to peace and connection. As we learn and develop our speaking skills, these benefits are permeated throughout our life, helping to restore an art that is being lost in this day of age of communicating solely online. Toastmasters can benefit a Rotary Club in a number of ways. It can improve the quality of our weekly programs by creating a pool of capable speakers. Often at Rotary Clubs, I've learned, we pick a topic and we don't know if the person presenting the topic is a good speaker. We have, through our Toastmaster Club at Portland Rotary, given people the opportunity on the program committee to become better speakers. And when they do that, they identify better speakers. Through Portland Rotary Toastmasters and the Toastmaster Group, we enhance our leadership skills. People join our Toastmaster Club so they can be better speakers and better able to share the Rotary story. We can introduce people to Rotary and show them why they would want to join. Often when non-Rotarians join our Toastmaster Club, they inevitably hear about Rotary and end up joining Rotary, and they now are members of both Rotary and Toastmasters. We started our Toastmaster Club to help members develop their voices and to grow their leadership skills. But we have gotten so much more than we anticipated. A huge benefit has been given to us to get to know people on a deeper level. The experiences that people have shared in our Toastmaster meetings have built deeper and longer lasting relationships. There are many people who have created our club, our 25 charter members to create our Toastmaster Club within Rotary, are great friends today, and without them, I wouldn't be here today. I would like to thank Claudia and Dick, Mike, Melissa, Jerry, and Doug, and many, many more people. These people have become lifelong friends. And there is a sense of community and connection that goes beyond anything than just sitting at a table at a Rotary meeting, where at table topics at Toastmasters, we really get to know people. It brings tears to my eyes to be part of this great community. The combination of Rotary and Toastmasters allows for big dreams to come true, the alliance. As we build our communication and leadership skills, we become better equipped to tackle the world's problems. As we develop our speaking skills, we are developing the skeleton key to open many doors. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. It is my pleasure to now welcome our second panelist, Distinguished Toastmaster, Beverly Saltweedle. Beverly just completed her term as president of the Effingham Noon Rotary Club, as well as the president of the Effingham Toastmasters Club. Please welcome Distinguished Toastmaster, Beverly Saltwetle.
Thank you. Hello, everyone, and I would like to thank you for this opportunity of speaking about my experiences with both Toastmasters and Rotary. I've been a Rotarian since 1993 and have served as president of my local Toastmasters Club twice, once in 2002 and 2003, and just recently of 2019-2020. And I also served as Rotary Assistant Governor for a period of time. I became a Toastmaster about 5 years ago, and I must say, once I attended a Toastmasters meeting, I was hooked on Toastmasters. Once I became a member, my goal was always to receive my Distinguished Toastmasters Award, which I received in June of 2020. I was also an area director, and while serving 2 organizations as president, I had my plate pretty full for a while, but I'm happy that I was able to help the 6 clubs in my area to grow. 5 of my clubs became distinguished clubs, and I was so proud of that, as I was the only area leader whose clubs were able to become distinguished, 5 out of 6. I also served as a club mentor for a new corporate club for a year, and all these experiences allowed me to grow, and I am very thankful for that. The experiences I've received from both organizations have been equal, I believe, to a college education. It was hard work to become and to stay active in these 2 great organizations, and I'm sure many of you will agree with that. The opportunities you receive cannot happen through a book. They're called life experiences. Whether it was planning the high performance leadership experience or doing a district-wide leadership training with the opportunities are there for you to embrace. My high performance leadership project was a vendor fair to raise money for local Girl Scouts so they could go to Atlanta, Georgia, and to the National Girl Scout headquarters for training. We are a very small community, but we all came together for that because of those Girl Scouts. We had about 50 vendors, and the Girl Scouts also had a booth at our vendor fair because I wanted the kids to know that life isn't about just getting something free. It takes hard work and dedication to accomplish something. And that's what Toastmasters and Rotary are both about. It's dedication and hard work. Last year, our Rotary Club celebrated its 100-year anniversary. And we were honored to have the international president, an international board member, and of course our district governors and past governors were all in attendance. And everything from food to travel to food to hotel reservations to entertainment was planned down to the half hour. It was a great effort and a greater experience. We were able to give 30 plus Paul Harris Fellows that evening. Now some of you are probably saying, well, 30, that's no big deal, but we have a club of 77, so that was really a big deal for our Rotary Club. The collaboration between Rotary and Toastmasters to me is an excellent fit. Each organization affords wonderful opportunities for personal growth. If a person is interested in taking the time to empower themselves to be better tomorrow than they are today, it'll take dedication and effort to do so, however. Leadership opportunities within our communities and service opportunities will make our communities stronger. Working hand in hand, Rotary and Toastmasters members are great community leaders, and we should be very proud of that, especially during hard times near the shutdown of the coronavirus. It was our opportunity to look out into our communities, both as Toastmasters and Rotarians, and see where we could help. And we step forward and we do that. We call on our members and our families and offer help, whether it's driving them to the doctor, getting groceries for them, or whatever it takes to make our communities still grow. As Rotary president, my organization collected things for Red Cross and the fire department for people whose homes were destroyed. Blankets, personal hygiene items, socks, undergarments of various sizes, we collected for CEFS, which is a program for preschool children from low-income families with children with learning disabilities, so they were able to attend schools. Our Rotary Club raised $53,000 through Rotary International for a project in Ghana, South Africa, for 30 families to be able to raise chickens for the eggs for food, for selling the eggs, for meat for their families, and that kind of thing. A member from our Rotary Club and a member from the other Effingham Sunrise Club headed up that project. And due to the coronavirus, of course, it's put on hold, but that money is still available, and we're still anxious to get that program going. There are food pantries around and everything else where we can spend our time volunteering to help people in need. And right now, there are a lot of people in need. Toastmasters offers opportunities for people to reach out and become leaders. There is a plethora of programs out there available for our education, helping us to become better leaders in our community. Rotary has projects galore in every community around to help people through projects, through service projects. We have a community park where we've helped build a park for disabled children, a wonderful opportunity that they didn't have before. For Toastmasters members, there are service opportunities. We can join our fellow Rotarians. We don't need to be two separate clubs. We can join together and make everything more successful for each club that there is. There are learning opportunities which would excite anyone, whether it's a Rotarian or a Toastmaster. All we have to do is dedicate ourselves and others and encourage others to take advantage of those opportunities that are out there. There are classes that help with writing and presentation and how to give a speech, how to form a speech. Great opportunities. We have a program called CEO, that's Creating Entrepreneurial Opportunities for Seniors in High Schools, and it's now grown to 23 states. And Rotarians and Toastmasters have an opportunity to help these seniors grow and learn how to present people, how to introduce people, and things of that nature. We just have to reach out for those opportunities. We are allowed to be guest speakers at these senior CEO programs. And I have two granddaughters that went through the CEO program, And they say it changed their lives forever. And we have an opportunity to help change the lives of those seniors. Great opportunities. I do believe that Rotary and Toastmasters are two of the best, most recognized organizations in the world. I am so blessed that I've had the opportunity to be a part of both of those organizations. And I've had an opportunity to help others through inviting them to become either Toastmasters or Rotarians, and they have then had the opportunity to grow. So I thank you again for the opportunity to be able to be here this morning. I've had blessings beyond anything anyone could imagine by being a part of both Toastmasters and Rotary. And those experiences and blessings are things I like to pass on to other people because there is opportunity out there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Beverly. I would like to thank both Terry and Beverly once more for sharing their stories on their personal growth and how Toastmasters and Rotary have helped them reach their goals. At this time, I'd like to invite the panelists back on screen with me. The Toastmasters and Rotary Alliance is important to both our organizations and provides enriched opportunities. We would like to take the last 15 minutes of our session to answer any questions that you, the audience, may have. I invite Diana Passot, Senior Communications Manager, to help us manage this portion of the session. Diana?
Thank you, Richard. To submit a question, please click the Q&A button on the bottom of your screen. Type in your question and hit send, and we'll get through as many questions as we can. But we already have some great questions lined up. A lot of the questions we're getting in are about Rotary and how to join. So Holger, is there a way you can walk us through how someone can find a Rotary club and join and what the benefits are?
Thank you very much. I think I talked about the benefits already. To find a Rotary club, it's easy. It's easy, just go on the internet, look for Rotary club, for local Rotary clubs. And then I would like to ask you, communicate via email first, how you can yes, join one of the meetings. I think that's the best opportunity for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Holger. All right, our next question is for Richard. Richard, what excites you most about the Alliance?
What excites me about the Alliance is the synergies that we can utilize between both organizations. As I look at both Toastmasters and Rotaries, we are in the business, if you will, of helping change lives. Through Toastmasters, we allow individuals to gain confidence and skills to become great communicators and valued leaders in their personal lives, organizations, and communities. Rotary reaches out and changes lives through service projects. And if we can find ways to use our voices to help reach people beyond our clubs, beyond our members, and help others develop those skills to be confident going forward to increase their ability to reach people beyond where they are, I think it's just a natural alliance at that point. And that's what's exciting about it to me.
Thank you. Terry, I have a question for you from Florian in Germany. Florian says he believes in the Alliance and promotes whenever he can. However, it isn't clear to some Rotary members what the benefits of Toastmasters are. How do you explain to others the benefits of Toastmasters as they work within the Rotary?
Thank you for that question. It's very easy for me, like many of us, we go to breakfast, we go to dinners, and people always ask me, what's new and different? And of course, I'll say, I'm giving a speech at my Rotary Club next week, and I very much would like for you to come, Rotary Toastmasters. And I give people the opportunity to come in, and then people invariably say, I didn't realize this was such a wonderful community of people. And people get to know each other on a really, really deep level in a safe environment. And through table topics at Toastmasters, everybody gets the opportunity to get up and talk for a minute. And week after week, people get to know each other and get to know each other very well.
Thank you, Terry. Our next question is for Beverly. So Beverly, many people find their best friends within the club. How close have you become with your fellow Rotary and Toastmasters members?
I have become, thank you for that question. I've become very, very close to both Toastmasters members and Rotary members. We have a thing in Rotary called DACDB where you can reach out and email all of the club members at one time. And we've had people who have had severe sicknesses, but we've been able to stay in contact with them through that DACDB. Same with Toastmasters. We don't have a huge club, but I have found that if you reach out through email to each member and just ask what's going on in your life, how can I help you, you become best friends. I've often made the statement, if something happened to my husband, I think I could either call my Toastmasters friends or my Rotary friends, and they would be there for me because we have a bond that you just don't get anywhere else except through Toastmasters and Rotary. And they're both such wonderful organizations. And by staying close, we're doing a lot of, right now we're doing meetings outside with Rotary, but you know when someone's missing, you just become that close that you know that someone's missing from your meetings. So staying close, I think, is one of the key things in both Rotary and Toastmasters. You have to make that step though. You know, if you don't step out first and stay in contact with everybody, you can't expect anyone else to. So if you take that leadership role and do that, and they will tell you, I really look forward to hearing your emails, reading your emails and those things, because it's a responsibility of all of us to reach out to each other and make sure we're all doing well and that kind of thing. So thank you for that question.
That's great, Beverly. Thank you. Holger, I have a follow-up question for you from Tracy. Can Toastmasters attend Rotary meetings as guests? And is there a limit to how many times you can attend as a guest before becoming a member?
Yes, first of all, you know, our Rotary clubs are independent. And so they have all their own procedures, how to invite guests and how to invite members. But at least there is, of course, a difference between a guest and a member. Otherwise, it would not be a clever friends, what we are here describing. But again, it's no limited, and that's I think it's really it's always regarding relationship between guests and the club, and if they like each other, of course, I think they will become a member pretty soon. So again, as I said, please reach out to your Rotary club, write an email or call the secretary or president. I think that's the best way to join, of course, in the beginning as a member, and if there is a good fit among these groups, yeah, I think that's great to welcome them as a member.
Thank you, Holger. So Richard, you know, one of the things of the Alliance is that Toastmasters created some online learning courses for Rotary members and are not as curious, you know, so the benefits for Rotarians if they get to take the Toastmasters created courses. How do you see that Toastmasters members benefit most from the Alliance?
Oh, so great question. And we're, as Toastmasters, often looking for places to improve our skills, get out and speak to other organizations, talk about Toastmasters, talk about ourselves. The Rotary Alliance provides us the opportunity to go out and speak at Rotary clubs, meet with new people, promote the Toastmasters philosophy, and help grow other leaders and members out there. It also allows us to stretch our skills by speaking to different audiences. We get very comfortable when we're speaking within our own club and are used to what we're going to receive as feedback. Getting out there and speaking in front of a new audience and being able to grow a little bit more is a great opportunity. It also is going to allow us to become better evaluators, because if we go and sit in on a speech from a Rotarian and they want feedback on how they can become a better speaker and promote their message better, then that's an opportunity for us to grow as well. So there's a lot of growth through this alliance from both sides.
Absolutely. Great point, Richard. Thank you. Terry, what would you say you're most proud of within your work with Rotary?
Most proud of the work that I'm doing with Rotary, or have done with Rotary?
Yeah.
I've been in Rotary for 25 years, service above self. I've been involved in many organizations working as a volunteer, and that's what Rotary does. Habitat for Humanity. I've been on some medical missions to South America, worked with Goodwill, Good Turn, worked with the Boys and Girls Clubs. The thing I'm most proud of is a number of years ago, having been a president of the East Portland Rotary Club, I kept looking at, what do I want? What is my sense of purpose? And helping other people find their voices to overcome the fear of speaking, glossophobia, is now become my mission. And the thing that I've learned about public speaking is that when people grow their self-confidence and their self-esteem, they become better and better speakers. And at our Rotary Club, we have 40 Toastmasters. And of that group, about 25 to 30 of them are Rotarians. And when we go into a luncheon meeting, we are known as the cool kids in the cafeteria because of the way that we're connected. We really feel really good about ourselves. And we have between 25 and 35 people at each Rotary Toastmaster meeting. And over the last 5 years, this has grown into an incredible group of people. And we have a lot of visitors, and people are calling us all the time. How do you do this alliance? It's a lot of fun. Thank you.
Thanks, Terry. I love that, the nod to the confidence, right? Beverly, do you mind if I ask you the same question? What are you most proud of about your work within Rotary?
Well, within Rotary, I feel like people really appreciate being recognized for things they do out in the community. So during my tenure as president, I gave out a lot of distinguished service awards, because I think when we build other people up, they want to do even more work out in the communities. So I looked around. I made it a point to look around and find out just what my Rotarians were doing outside of Rotary meetings. And I gave them a Distinguished Service Award, and they were very proud of that. Some of them couldn't believe they got it. But I watch people, and I think when people are recognized for their effort, they become even stronger members. And in Toastmasters, I was honored when 5 of my 6 clubs in my area became distinguished clubs. It took a lot of work, but I stayed in contact with them, and I would say, you're almost there, so just keep working. And they did, and they were so proud to get that distinguished Toastmasters citation, I guess, for lack of a better word. But I think when you encourage people, you become their cheerleaders, and everybody wants a cheerleader, and everybody needs a cheerleader. And if you just step out and cheerlead, I was a cheerleader 50 years ago or more. So I think when you cheerlead for people and you encourage them to be the best they can be, they appreciate that more than anything. So I think you just have to be a cheerleader for people and encourage them to be the best they can be. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Beverly. We'll end with one question that I'll address to Holger and Richard. A lot of what we're seeing in the questions is more about, how the two organizations are different and how they're similar. So Heidi asks, how would you explain that difference? And someone else says, the Rotary is a little bit more like an experiential leadership platform, and Toastmasters is more of a communication experiential platform. But many times people maybe don't see that synergy and that alliance. So maybe both of you, could you explain, as kind of our wrap-up question, how would you explain the difference from each of your point of view?
Olga, I'll let you go first.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yes, this is And I think first of all, both are club models. I think that's important. That's the basis. And I'm pretty much sure that also club members in Toastmasters become friends. So as we just heard from Terry, I think that's another thing. What is yes, we can see in both club models. And I don't think if I'm right or no. I think I'm right. So I think the goals of Rotary are simply a bit broader than those from Toastmasters. So I think we are both try to expand our leadership skills of our members. But Rotary is looking also for service opportunities and to make a difference. Toastmasters also are making a difference, but we are doing this by serving people around the world. I think that's the major difference. So if we are talking about an alliance, I think so we are offering Toastmasters making a difference while serving people everywhere in the world. I think that's for me the major difference between our two club models. Thank you.
Thank you, Holger. But what could I add to that? No, I will. The experiential leadership or experiential communication, they're not mutually exclusive. If you want to be a good leader, a quality leader, you have to be able to communicate with people. So being able to get some of the benefits that Toastmasters has offered through the programs that it has developed through Rotary, through interacting with Toastmasters clubs, will help you develop communication skills, which will then help foster your leadership skills. As Toastmasters, learning from Rotary how to reach out beyond our club and deliver messages stronger in our community, in our business world. I think that's where the natural alliance comes in how there's a benefit to both organizations. You can't, in my mind, look at leadership separate from communication. They have to work together in order to be strong at both. Diana?
Thank you, Richard, and thank you, Holger. Great answer to a tough question. Thank you all for participating in today's discussion. And now it is my pleasure to turn it back over to Richard.
Thank you, Diana. Thank you all for actively participating in this session. If you would like to view part 1 of this session that took place at the Rotary 2020 virtual convention, please access the link to the video on the Toastmasters International Convention agenda page. I want to thank our panelists today, Rotary International President Holger Kanak, Terry Byrd, Beverly Saltweedle for joining me today, as well as World Headquarters for supporting us, and Diana Passau for asking the questions. Please be sure to log back in at 2 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time to watch the 8 speech contest finalists compete for the title of World Champion of Public Speaking. Thank you for joining us today.